State is the dark horse in the Meac to represent the Meac in the Celebration Bowl. They're the dark horse. Y'all, if South Carolina State is Black Panther, Delaware State is Killmonger. And they want what's theirs. They want the throne. If you remember my interview with one of the players that I'm going to talk about on this list, Assais Guthrie, the star defensive back for Delaware State as well as the Meac, you will remember him saying, or maybe you don't, right? But you would remember him saying that his defensive coordinator or his head coach, one of them, they said we're like 20 points away from the celebration.
For us, we understand that every game we lost last year in the Meac, our coach said it best at the end of the season meeting, Coach Bo. He said, we're 28 points away from being in the Celebration Bowl. We lost to Morgan, I think, by 6. We lost to Assais State by 6. We beat Harrow. Who we lose to? We lose to NC Central by 6. We lose the guys by 6 points.
That's it. That's how close they were. They're hungry. They want revenge. They lost a big piece in Sivion Wilkerson, their star running back. He went to Power 5. He's at West Virginia now. He's that good. But they're still going to be fine. And these 4 guys that I'm going to talk about, one who I just mentioned, are going to have great years, which I have no doubt in my mind that they will. They're going to have great years for Delaware State to represent the Meac and knock off South Carolina State. So let's talk about these 4 players. But before we get started, I'm your host, Kobe Orr. Welcome back to the CFL podcast. Now, the first player on this list is one that, shout out to the Delaware State football page on Instagram. The guy who runs that account, he actually told me about 2 of the players on this list, and I had to go and do my own research. Even though I have been watching them last season, I had to go and do my research on them further to give y'all the best information on these players. Now, the first player is Jared Lewis, 6'3", 210 pounds, the quarterback for Delaware State. Yo, why his name wasn't mentioned, I don't know. He's a redshirt sophomore. Keep in mind, he was hurt for like the first couple of weeks of the season. So he doesn't come in into the season until like week 3. And all he did was put up 1,300 yards, 20 touchdowns, which was second in the Meac, to only 4 picks. That touchdown to interception ratio off the bat, that's eye-popping, right? Love it. That means he makes good decisions with the football. He's efficient. As a matter of fact, he's so efficient, he has the second highest efficiency rating in the Meac. He's very efficient. Also, very big arm, right? Well, he looks like he has a big arm when you look at him, right? But yes, I can confirm that arm is big. On top of that, he excels at buying time in the pocket. There have been times where I saw this man just does not go down. Even when you get a hand on him, he does not go down. Like, he's so big, right? He looks bigger than 6'3", to be honest with you. But he's so big that you can be bringing him down to the ground. You can be in the process. He'll still get that ball off. I guarantee you that. On top of that, man, he's just a talented runner. The dude is a dynamic runner. You feel me? Like, he can make it happen with his legs, and he can make it look so beautiful, so effortless. That's what Jared can do for Delaware State. He can really carve up your defense. He's going to be on the prowl next season. So watch out for him. And then next up, Assais Guthrie. Y'all saw my interview with him. Y'all heard the amazing story that he had with his friend, his best friend, getting him a scholarship to come to Delaware State as well with him. The man got countless NIL deals, so that should tell you right there, he ain't no scrub, right? If you needed any proof. But Assais, all he did was lead the Meac in picks. Over to Kobe Durant, who's about to be drafted into the NFL. That's not easy. That is not an easy thing to do. He leads the Meac in picks. He's a straight ball hawk, right, who will shut down any side of the field that he's on. So now you only got half a field to work with, because if you throw it in the vicinity of Assais, it's over. Very rarely will you complete a pass on this side. So now you got him. Next up, you got Mr. Isaiah Williams. See, a lot of people, when we talk about defensive linemen in HBCU football, we talk about the Jordan Lewises. We're talking about the Jason Dumases of Prairie View A&M. Because, Dumas is like a baby Aaron Donald. So that's warranted. But nobody talks about Isaiah Williams. At 6'2", 300 pounds, he's probably one of the fastest defensive linemen I've ever seen. He's a straight disruptor. He's in the backfield at least more than half of the time each game. He's that fast. That first step off the ball cannot be matched. On top of that, man, first team Meac all honors. He will be in the conversation again for Defensive Player of the Year, just like he was last year. All right, and please, on top of that, man, he's the anchor of the defense. He's the heart and soul of the team. What else do you need from Isaiah? What else do you need me to explain from Isaiah? He's that guy. Isaiah's that guy. And last but not least, a guy who I have an interview coming up with, which I probably should have mentioned that in the first minute or so of the video. Ramel Harris Freeman. I have an interview with Mr. Ramel Harris Freeman next Wednesday. He is going to kick off the Shine on Meac series, where I introduce y'all to all the stars, all the NFL talent, all the big talent of the Meac conference, because there's a lot. He's going to start off that series next week, Wednesday. Stay tuned for that. But Ramel, 6'4", 205 pounds, and he plays corner. A 6'4", 205-pound corner. That's rare. You don't see corners that size anymore. Y'all know that. So that means he's really damn good. Now listen, with that frame, you love it. It's NFL caliber. He is a NFL caliber type player. I'm telling you, right? On top of that, he was tied for second in picks in the Meac. Plus, when you throw the ball in his vicinity, because that wingspan is so long for Ramel, the quarterback has little room for error. He has a small window for error when he throws the ball to Ramel's side. You better know that. Because one wrong move, you put that ball in the wrong spot, it's dangerous territory. That's a pick. You're looking at a pick. Delaware State needs to be looked at more. I'm not going to say my predictions. Because I don't want to upset Delaware State fans, okay? But they're the dark horse. Make no mistake about it. It's not North Carolina Central. It ain't Norfolk. In my opinion, it's Delaware State. If South Carolina State is Black Panther, Delaware State is Killmonger. Remember that. Remember I said that. And, of course, if I'm wrong, I have no problem admitting it. Y'all know that. But I ain't been wrong since I predicted Alcorn to beat North Carolina Central week 1 in the Meac SWAC Challenge. And I apologize for that. I don't mind apologizing. Or just admitting I'm wrong. But Delaware State, they're that team. And y'all got to know about them. But with that being said, you're watching the CFL podcast. I'm your host, Kobe Orr, and I'm out.